What?
Xbox One?
Xbox One?
You've gone back a generation.
The fuck is this?
What is this?
I feel like we're behind, Gianni. Has this happened already?
Yeah, they're showing in the box.
It. Oh my god.
For fuck's sake, we're on a delayed stream! Gianni, what have you done?
It's your internet.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GSC Podcast. I'm your host, Lauchi. I've got Gianni laughing next to me in my house at my radio voice and face. Cheers, dude.
What's up, people?
Also joined by Johnny.
Good evening.
And the man himself, Jamie C.
Hello.
How's it going, you guys?
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Good to see Gianni got back from Syria safe.
Yeah, I got back safe.
Camping at yours, Ben?
How are you doing, Gianni?
Yeah, nice to be
Is he
tan.
sleeping on your couch, eating super noodles?
Yeah. No touching, guys.
Your eyes are sparkly today.
Wow.
So,
I wasn't expecting that.
So
big
anyway.
edition today.
I've missed you too, big boy.
Okay, so we'll start as we always do with what we've been playing this week. Usual order. Johnny?
Crap, video games. What have we been playing? Borderlands 2. We've got the Let's Play of that up on YouTube, part 1. We've been also playing... What else have we been playing, Ben? That MMO game. Wizardry Online.
Wizardry Online, amazing game. This actually
some
not,
jokes.
but have a look at it, it's free.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Ragnarok Online 2.
Yeah, we tried that for a minute.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened. And then it didn't happen. We stopped that.
Well, I don't know. We made a video, or there's a video coming on what to expect from Ragnarok Online 2 when you get it.
Yeah, it should inform you well. Anyway, what else have we been playing? Soul Sacrifice, played some a little bit of that, and that's it.
Awesome. Jamie, what you been playing, dude?
Super Metroid.
Oh, jealous.
Super
Guess
how much-
Metroid.
Guess how much that cost me? 30p.
Best game ever made, that really is.
Can't go wrong.
Thank
with
you
30p.
again. No, Virtual Console. So that's the last in their celebratory run now, I believe. So, yeah.
Will it stay at that price, Jay?
No, it's only for the first 4 weeks, and then it will go back up to like £5.50, something like that, about £5.49.
Almost worth buying the U for.
I mean, they're averaging. SNES games are coming in at like £5.49 on there. The Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins, whatever that one was called.
Okay.
That's coming in at £5.49 as well. Super Mario World, the same. And then you're getting your NES games at £3.49.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it'll do. I mean, Super Metroid's a game that I was too young for when it came out, and I didn't quite get around to finishing it, and now I'm nearly there this time. Like, it feels a lot easier now than it did when I was younger. Like, really enjoying it.
How does it
actually being able to experience it?
How does it work out on the gamepad, man? Does it work having that as the screen for it?
Oh, yeah, sometimes you get lost in that. You forget the TV's there. You just, like, snuggle up on the sofa and you've got the gamepad in your hands and you can just play it. Like a handheld.
Until 2 hours pass and it runs out of battery, right?
Well, no,
Is that the battery life?
it would be if I was playing something that was pushing it, but I think I'm getting like 4 or 5 if I just sit and play a game like this, yeah. But if I'm like really pushing it and I've got the game, like when I was playing Arkham on there, if I played that gamepad only, that would have drained so much quicker.
Okay, cool, man. Anything else this week?
No. I have to say, I put down Terraria after 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Done.
You didn't get back to it?
I did say last week that I'd be looking at playing a bit more Terraria and Call of Duty on the Wii U, and both of those games have just been kicked out of the window.
Really?
They can both fucking do one. That's putting it nicely. And the time I've had, though, I've enjoyed spending it with Super Metroid. It's been...
Love that game.
It's been a blast.
It's been a blast.
From my hand cannon. See what I did?
Gianni.
Yeah.
Gianni, what have you been playing this week, man?
I actually dug out my Wii and started playing Skyward Sword for the first time.
Love that game. No, wait, no, I don't.
Huh? No, I haven't. Well, again, I got distracted with other games as well, but I'm quite liking it so far. But I'll probably talk about it more next week if I get more
Cool.
chance.
After
Also, put more effort into Tomb Raider, so a couple of weeks behind. But I mean, believe the hype. It is a fantastic game. You know, I was saying to you yesterday, Jamie, about one of the bits. Actually, I don't really want to go into too much detail.
It's not a spoiler.
It's
Yeah,
not really
no,
a
it's
spoiler,
fine.
is it? But
No, it's good.
It's been enough time anyway, even if it is a
It's
spoiler.
been 3 months. It's been 3 months. You can talk about it.
yeah, well, there's one bit where you climb all the way up to this like radio tower, and it is fucking huge. And there's one bit where the camera sort of spins around. You just get this sense of the height of the structure. And if you're afraid of heights like I am, you actually feel a little bit. Oh no, there's another bit where birds fly out at you, and she actually looks like she's gonna fall. And it's like it's one of those heart and mouth moments where you're like, shit.
I can't take it, man. I get vertigo really badly from playing games. I was playing Borderlands 2 with Johnny and the guys the other day, and I took a jump off of like a really high platform, and my stomach literally went into my mouth as I was falling down. Man.
Literally, down
Yeah,
the road.
literally, man. I was chewing on stomach acid and everything. It was great.
But I mean, the whole mechanic. I mean, they've totally transformed Tomb Raider, and I hated the franchise. But no longer is it about softcore porn and bad game mechanics. It's actually playable, and it's when people say it's as good as Uncharted, I totally agree.
Lara's going to have to be an amazing protagonist to make me forget about Drake, man.
It's a different. It's a different. They've gone
It's
down.
got Eminem and Dre in my head now. Oh, yes, I'm writing that.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it, really. Tomb Raider's been taking up most of my time.
Cool.
Oh, and Kingdom Hearts 2. I got my 60 gig back working again.
Yeah, sorry about that. I probably should have told you that the story is quite deep in that game, and you maybe need to know what happened in the first game.
No. Instead of saying, oh, I couldn't find Kingdom Hearts 1, but you don't need to play it anyway to understand Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the whole half an hour is all flashbacks.
Look, you can probably find a really good retrospective online. If not, Johnny knows of one that's coming up soon that you can just.
Well, what you could do is do what Ben does with the Assassin's Creed games, and then just watch them on YouTube, and then say you've played them. Just do that. Just do that with the first one, and then you're fine.
Well, I could take it a step further and just buy the guides and then claim I played it.
I've never once claimed that I played the Assassin's Creed games. I just watched the last cutscene on YouTube this time.
Oh, Assassin's Creed was shit. I watched it on YouTube. That's how it works.
Whatever, man.
Go on, then.
Not making any sense. What the hell?
Okay, and as for me then, all I've played really for myself is Ni no Kuni, which
Whee!
I'm right near the end of, but there is a difficulty spike and a half, man. I think I'm near the end anyway. I'm going through this miasma marsh, right, to fight Shadar at his mansion.
Yup.
Is that near the end?
Kind of.
Well, unless you want to do zombie mode afterwards, I guess.
Spoilers, what? Alright. And the difficulty spike is insane. The enemies in there are just wrecking my shit.
Have you-
Yeah, I felt that. You get there and they really
what are they-
punish you.
Totoro? Not Totoros.
Totoros?
Totoro?
No, those ones that like give you insane XP. Have you not been fighting them?
What the hell are they, and where can I find them?
There's like on a beach, one of them. I can show you on a map of it.
Alright, after this podcast, you're going to show me, man, where this beach is.
Boot it up and I'll show you because you get like insane XP.
I want that on the channel as well, Gianni.
Yeah.
Well, outside of that, it's just really been stuff that I've been playing with Johnny, like the Borderlands playthrough, Borderlands 2 that we're doing, which is really fun with Tom and Nick, and a bit of Ragnarok with Johnny's amazing guide, and that other wizardry game that we're probably going to do some content on.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I really want to talk about E3 and do our predictions, but we've got to address the elephant in the room, which is the Microsoft
Gianni.
press conference, which just happened about 10 minutes ago.
There's only one topic.
Do you want to go ahead and start it then, Jamie? You know
No,
this.
I fucking don't.
All right. So
Does anybody want to start talking about this? Do
Xbox
we?
off.
okay, so it's clear we're talking about Microsoft's third iteration for a console, the Xbox One.
Let's just get that out of there straight away.
Yeah. First off,
Why is it called the Xbox One?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to call the original Xbox now? I can't just keep calling it original Xbox.
Fat Xbox?
I used to call it the Xbox One.
The Xbox that worked.
This is so bad. Before, when we were talking about Infinity, right? This is worse than that. Going back to one. Xbox One. Why is it Xbox One? I don't even know. What do you guys think? Why is it Xbox One?
I have a theory. I think it's because they missed the trick. Because you had the first PlayStation, which wasn't actually called a PlayStation 1. Oh, but it was until right at the end of its life. And they called it PlayStation 1.
When they released the smaller model, right?
Yeah, that's it. The white one
is the small model.
Yeah. So maybe they just thought, they missed a trick, so they got to go back and start it. So what happens then if they release a slim version? Because let's face it, it's going to have to get slimmer than
Xbox One better.
Xbox 2? 1.5?
Xbox Onesie.
Xbox Onesie.
Xbox One again.
One again.
Yeah, well, so that's the name.
Yeah.
So stupid name, okay.
Right.
Yeah, stupid name.
What do we think of the way it looks?
It looks very big. It looks very large.
First Blu-ray player.
Does it need to be this big? Possibly. I mean, we haven't seen the Sony's. Yeah, we haven't seen Sony's piece of hardware for the PS4 yet. Yeah. We've seen that blurry video. We'll, not going to really focus on that right now because that's not fair. We've got to get Microsoft done. But yeah, maybe that's just as big, and then maybe we'll just forget about the size. Maybe size does matter.
I mean, the PS3 originally was quite chunky. I mean, especially when you compare it to the slimmer one, and not the super slim, because I haven't got one.
Yeah.
But
at least with that, they had the power brick inside, and it also had some PS2 chips inside the first PS3, right?
And it looked cool.
And it looks like a toaster, yeah.
No, that was the George Foreman grill. The first PlayStation 3 was a George Foreman grill. It looked like it was going to fold over.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that. But I
so what have we got?
Look any worse than the current Xbox. I mean, it's just a box. It's just a shoebox.
And we now know that there's going to be no backwards compatibility, and it's going to block used games. So games aren't going to be tied to your Xbox Live account.
So the backwards compatibility, that wasn't a surprise. I think everyone was expecting that. The confirmation of the used game blocking mechanism, though, that's really saddening. Man.
Our jobs. Oh no, wait.
No, I was hoping it wasn't going to be the case. I was hoping they weren't going to be stupid enough to do it. But that's going to be really damaging, I think, especially if they the pricing model has to be right. So the way it's going to work, from what you were saying, if you lend a game to somebody or you buy a pre-owned game, you have to pay a small amount to unlock that game, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, much like the online passes, right? But it's going to be for the entire game now.
So I'm thinking if it was just a small amount, like £1 or something, or like 99 cents. Just to unlock it, people would overlook it, but because it's probably going to be like £7.99 or $9.99, I think it's really going to turn a lot of people off.
Well, yeah, you only have to look at a FIFA franchise and to see that if you use the online pass, if my brother's got it, he's activated it. I now can't play online unless I pay them what, £9? No. Yeah. Well, how much?
$7.99.
$7.99. So let's face it, they're not going to go any lower than that. That's literally what it's going to be because that's the way. That's what EA dictate, and that leads us nicely on to the next point about the Xbox One.
We'll get to that. What do you guys think?
I'm out.
Yeah, I mean nothing has been shown that sells it to me today. I don't know really what they're aiming for. You did say a couple of weeks ago that your prediction was going to be that this conference was all about the entertainment aspect, and we really did get that today. So, I mean, spot on there. That's all we got.
Oh, really? I totally missed that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, Ben, that was Ben.
Yeah, that was my prediction from a while ago. I was hoping against hope that wasn't going to be the case, but I just knew it was going to happen. I'm so surprised that we didn't get any celebrity guests or music performances.
Well, no, it's Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg.
We can expect the music performances at E3, I guess.
Yeah, so what do we have? We had sports, Forza, sports, TV, sports, Connect, sports, and then Call of Duty.
Yeah,
this sounds familiar.
And dogs.
That happened.
So that's so much sports, man.
Yeah, but we saw...
Who is this for? I don't know.
Yeah, but hang on. The other thing is, we've seen EA showcase. We saw Infinity Ward showcase. those, I mean, 5 of the games there are going to be on the PS4.
Yeah.
They don't want to blow their load on this reveal because this was for the hardware.
Yeah, but hang on, they didn't even show. I mean, they didn't even show Halo. They showed a Halo TV series, but they didn't show a Halo game.
To be fair, no.
They showed.
I'm excited for that. I'm the only one. I know I'm the only one out of us.
Yeah, that's it.
That.
Only Halo fans are going to be excited for that. No one else.
I'm not a Halo fan, but I'd be interested in having a look at it. I'm not going to shun it. I'm not going to shun it until it's been on. Yeah, no, but you're right. I guess the majority of the general public would say, nah, that's why do I want some sci-fi crap, on my TV?
Yeah.
But the other
fair enough.
My point is though, it's not a game again. They showcased, well, as I said, show 5 games that's going to end up on the PS4, and then one of their main franchises, and that wasn't even a game. Forza 5 was just a massive FMV, and then the only one, I actually can't remember the name, the only game that they showed on there that was exclusive was that was actually exclusive to theirs, wasn't it? But
I think the Forza footage was in game. It was in engine, much like the Gran Turismo trailers and stuff. They show really beautiful graphics, like cars driving around the track.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah, but anyway, they can all do that. I mean, it's like exactly. On TV. This is not in-game footage. It may be the same engine, but it's not in-game footage. That's what ultimately you wanted to see.
I don't think if it's in engine, I don't think they have to put that this is not in-game footage thing up.
But it's always in engine.
No.
When I'm convinced, the way I'm convinced is when somebody walks on stage, picks up a pad, and then you see them unpause a game. That's when I'm convinced, and that's when I'm sold. Until I see that,
like they did with Knack at the Sony event.
Yeah, until I see that, then there's nothing for me.
We didn't have anything else to pick up. Sorry.
But the other game reveal was Remedy's Quantum Break.
I was just confused, to be honest, when I was watching that.
It's like a film, and then some boat crashing into a bridge.
Was it a film, though? Was it a film, or was that in-game? Was that the character models?
No, not those two. Not the woman and the kid.
Are you sure?
She was about to pull a coin from behind her ear, and then we cut away to a boat crashing into a bridge. So that's all we got from that.
There was a gulf of difference. There was no way that was footage.
Obviously, yeah, well, it was live action, but
I don't know. Towards the end, she did look a bit CGI.
She didn't. I don't know what you were watching.
What you want?
To be fair, I have fed myself 3 beers watching that, so maybe I imagined it.
Were you not wearing your glasses as well, and was your screen turned the other way?
I mean, you were sat next to me, wouldn't you tell me?
So did you have a sip of beer every time they said the word immersion?
No, I just was drinking.
Or emotion.
Connect came
emotion.
Up. It's a connected experience every time.
Connected immersion.
They said architecture a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that was their big thing.
A block. It was like a brick.
Well, let's talk about the architecture then. So it's got 3 different processors in it that all handle different functions, right?
Yeah.
So one of them will handle your game, whilst the other one will be handling your other programs like Internet Explorer, which I'm assuming you can have open whilst you're playing a game, right?
But you've got the ability to snap it.
And you can be on a Skype call as well. See, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
where credit's due, that was quite impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the
running at once.
multi stuff. But
what was more impressive for me though was when Sony was like, "Oh, by the way, your friends can go online and just jump in and help on your game if you're stuck." For me, that was fine.
Expect something like that to get announced soon, though. I think you'll see something like that at Microsoft's E3 conference because I know they've done a deal with Twitch TV. Maybe not to the same level, but I think the broadcasting aspect you will see appear.
Well, they should have mentioned that today because today was awful.
Well, they had
today
thing that they said you can record your footage and put it straight onto the cloud. But that was it. But yeah, you're right. I think the whole jumping in game is where they're going to lag behind Sony.
Even then, though, not many people will use that jumping in game function. I mean, I'll definitely use it with you guys.
Yeah, I'd use it as well.
But
it's something that,
mate, if you got say PS3 trophies and Xbox 360 achievements, they have people on there that help you boost in games, right? This is the next step for them. So these people who are like achievement hunters will go onto there and say, "I need help with this," and instead of telling you how to do it or to do a multiplayer,
they'll charge you a small fee, jump into your game. That's going to be a new business. That will happen. You laugh.
You are cynical.
You laugh. No, it will happen. People will charge money for it.
Set it up now. Go to Dragon's Den with it. Come on. But you're talking about achievements then. You mentioned achievements. This
So they've
achievements
changed the way it works.
Yeah. So it looks like
It's a progress.
it depends on how long you play a game for, and really, surely that should have already been locked down in the way we had achievements before.
Well,
Yeah.
Like you got in FIFA, you got an achievement for playing 50 hours on the pitch.
Yeah,
So
but I
that's-
think this is going to
And
be
Viva Pinata,
this is going to be sort of cross game type thing. So, I mean, there'll probably be achievements for playing so many hours in shooters, so many hours in racing games and things like that. I think it's a really bad idea because achievements were really popular, and to the point where people were buying Xbox versions over PlayStation versions just because achievements were involved.
Yeah.
And if they change it to the point where it's not like that anymore, they're going to lose a lot of those people over to Sony who are just carrying on their trophy system that they were already using.
Well, I think there's three of us. I mean, Jamie, you did a bit of achievement hunting. I know I did because I was in competition with you, and yeah,
That went well.
well, I still
No, darling. My achievements landed naturally. There was no
Hannah
coax.
Montana.
There was
No Hannah
there was
Montana.
no way.
No rank.
Yeah, okay. My chin just got itchy there, Jamie.
Oh dear.
What was your gamer score again at the end?
By the time I gave up on Xbox, which was about March last year, I think it was about 109,000, something like that.
My God.
I hit
That'll
about
do.
5.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Mine was 36 when I quit.
Okay.
Well done.
What was yours, Johnny?
Don't give a shit. So the price,
1,000 G on what? Bayonetta?
so the price of this thing, what do you reckon? So it's going to have obviously Kinect is with every console now. So that's going to be an extra 100 quid or whatever.
No, the rumoured prices are most likely going to be true because all sources are reporting them now.
So what are the rumoured prices? Give us a little...
I spoke about it a while ago on the podcast. It was $499 for the console itself, with obviously with the Kinect and the controller, and $299.99 with a 2-year Xbox Live subscription.
So what's that? We're going like 400 quid then, are we thinking, to buy it outright?
£350, I'm guessing. Maybe 400 here, I don't know.
Do you think that they're using the Kinect as a way of just charging gamers more? Because there's nothing on there. I mean, again, I don't think Kinect is going to change the way you play your game. I think most players are going to grab a controller and use that. And now Kinect is now forced upon you. Like, you don't have that choice anymore. Like, I knew it was always going to happen, but do you think that they're just going to use that to charge a higher price at launch? Because they can justify it.
Wow, it looks like a nice piece of kit. I mean, what they showed off seemed quite, accurate and
But,
fancy, but a lot of people just don't care, I think.
well,
I've never really been invested in Kinect, and it's not proved itself yet. There's been no game that's been a must-have for Kinect, has there? Apart from Dance Central, which is just a dancing game.
Dance Central
There's
is
no-
really good, though.
Yeah, but it's still a dancing game. Not everyone's going to want a dancing game. How are they going to use it in like a game like Call of Duty
well,
or a hardcore game?
Well, you're
They're
going
going to have to be very smart with the way they use it.
Can you play an RPG like that? Racing game? No, I can't. I don't see how it would
Can you not see yourself Minority Report in the attack command? And then
all I'll say,
punch the screen when your character hits an enemy for boosted damage.
I've literally just remembered when they first released Kinect, they had the whole family there showing what it could do, and they had a car came in, they changed a tyre, someone pulled the tyre off, put it back on. No game did that.
Look,
No
Gianni,
Kinect game
Gianni,
did that.
there was a lot of lies in the Kinect announcement, alright? I think we're past it by now.
So all they actually showed.
Johnny's still better.
No, but the main thing I was going to say is all they showed with Kinect was that you can change your channel. You can, change the channel or the screen you're watching. And that I mean, my brother's TV does that already pretty much. He's got one of those smart TVs. It's all got a hand controls, and we've turned it off. So we use the controller because it's easier to use the controller because it gets too fiddly. You do one action and the thing picks up when you want to do something else. So that's my skepticism over it. I'll probably end up, if you can disable it, I would.
No, I'm exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same. Watching it, I was thinking, everything you're showing me, I can do with a remote control a lot easier, and I don't have to stand up and wave my hands around and speak to my TV. Like,
It'd work. Yeah, if you didn't have a remote control, it might be different.
everyone.
Do you guys think that was live when he was talking like, oh, Xbox change channel, Xbox show a film?
We
Because it
can't
was
know.
very quick.
We can't know. until there's the show floor models at E3 and people are trying it out for themselves. Like we can't know.
Because that looked impressive, but I don't know. Because that was a big room, and he was talking a lot of words. So I'm surprised, like nothing. And he was like doing a lot of gestures with his hands. How come it wasn't picking up those as well? And he was talking about the Xbox. Why didn't?
Maybe I mean, that's the thing we don't know. They could have been covering the camera so they didn't get confused when he wasn't trying to do something with it. But
like Ben said, I guess we have to wait. But
you're not going to hear me defend the Kinect.
It worked too well, I thought. But if it does work like that, then fair play. Then that's cool. But
because it wasn't
them sports.
Can we take a positive each? One positive from what we've seen today.
Yeah, go for it. Well, you can go ahead and go first then, man. This is your idea.
Blu-ray drive.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Massive positive.
Yeah, good stuff.
Especially as Sony would have pioneered that idea way back when Microsoft had their revolutionary HD
DVD drive.
Yeah, fantastic. Getting the feet on that one was.
What I want to know.
Was a bad spoon for medicine for them.
Sony are a big contributor to the Blu-ray format. They were one of 3 companies, I think, that pulled together to make it.
Yeah.
So are they going to be seeing some revenue from Microsoft using the Blu-ray drive in the console?
Maybe.
I'd imagine. It depends on how it's all set up, but I imagine Microsoft would try to go out their way to not use a Sony system. But it depends on who. I don't know who did it. If it was Sony or Panasonic, I think had one. Because the Wii was originally going to have one. No, not the Wii.
The Wii U, maybe.
Or the game. No, I think the GameCube was going to have. No, sorry, I'm getting.
The GameCube was going to have Blu-ray drive.
No, not Blu. No, sorry.
Oh my! Could you imagine?
Not Blu-ray. It
the
was,
possibilities, man.
No, they were going to have a disc. I can't remember. They were going to have something to do with Panasonic.
Sorry, I've thrown you now.
I can't actually remember off the top of my head. But that was a while ago. But yeah, no, it wasn't a Blu-ray player. I don't know what the hell I'm going on about.
Me either.
But yeah, I don't know. I imagine they would try and use, like, say, a Panasonic system if they had their own one. But the industry said that Sony.
I don't think it matters too much what they use inside that, because they have different parts from all different companies, don't they? Like AMD's doing their graphics chip. I don't think it matters too much what's inside, like which companies, which. I don't think they've got a huge reservation about using a Sony product inside their machine. I don't think it matters at the end of the day, does it?
Well,
They probably would have a couple of years ago, but not now.
The small amount, the tiny amount of royalties that they would have to pay, even if they did, like, that's nothing to Microsoft.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
It's everything to Sony, though. It means they might not have to sell their headquarters next year to make a profit. So, Johnny, what's your one positive?
The dog looked pretty cool.
Somebody had to.
Yeah. No, seriously, I think the interface was quite nice, and if everything works seamlessly together, like the internet and TV and film and game, if you can jump in between them that fast, that quickly, that's so positive. That's quite cool. That's my
It was definitely fast.
It was definitely was quick.
It was smooth. I think
it was smooth. Yeah.
When you said interface, all I saw was the current user interface on the Microsoft system, and the one that really gets on my nerves. Most of it was adverts, not adverts, but it's like are not related to games. On the home screen, and that kills me. That's like that really. It's like they've taken on board what everyone said is wrong with the current interface, and they've gone, yeah, we're going to do it anyway.
Well, the only thing that I would say in regards to that is they're still charging people for Xbox Live, right? And I know they announced that there's going to be a ton of dedicated servers now for Xbox Live, but if they're still charging people for something that other companies are offering for free, why does there need to be advertising splashed all over that home screen?
Well, that's the whole point. And then again, if you're a consumer, what are you going to be drawn towards? Dedicated servers or free games? All right, it's not confirmed the PS4 is going to have the same sort of reward system, I think you can call it, as they've got at the moment. But I can only compare what we know at the moment.
I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. But I mean, it's gonna work slightly differently on the PS4 because you'll be able to trial any game right? You can stream any game through their service
Instantly.
and try it. Yeah, and instantly try any game. So it's going to be less imperative to have freebies because you can literally try everything.
Actually, thinking about it, I have a feeling if they have a way of streaming the PS3 games, you'll probably find that they will end up as a PSN reward rather than the current, especially early on.
Yeah.
So they'll probably end up putting... I mean, that would make sense, because then that will still draw you... It draws their current fan base.
Well, I think Microsoft mentioned something about doing something similar as well, right? Streaming games and stuff like that. They're going to be doing it as well. So you never know. They could add something like that to Xbox Live to sweeten the deal.
They need to, because at the moment, what do you get? You get online multiplayer.
Well, you get sports. Lots of sports.
Yeah. Lots of sports.
Lots of sports.
More sports.
And the price is right.
Yeah, the price is right. I don't know why they showed that so much.
Give me Judge Judy and I'm never getting off my sofa.
Gianni, what was your positive?
Oh, you're really asking me a question there.
He is, yes.
I got the whole, that they're trying other things. I suppose you can't fault a company for that. Like with the Wii on Nintendo, you couldn't blame them for using an nunchuck and remote, even though I didn't get on with it. But they said you can use a controller, you can use Kinect, and you can use Smart Glass. And I'm not going to say the negatives I said when we were watching it, but it's quite commendable that. And actually, Smart Glass is probably where they can actually win a lot of market share over Sony, because it's more accessible to more people. Whereas Sony have only got the Vita, and Nintendo. Well, Nintendo have got the 3DS, but they're planning something for phones, I believe.
I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, essentially what Smart Glass does is gives you the functions that the Wii U gamepad does, and the functions that I believe they're going to be patching into the Vita soon, or on the launch, or around the launch of the PS4. But the benefit is that it works with any tablet device pretty much, so all the phones and tablets that you already have they're already your tablet device to go with your Xbox, so that's definitely a benefit on their part.
Yeah, I think they've been smart with that, but then again, they had to, because, as I said, the other two have got their own hardware. And I suppose a lot of people who've got PS3s may have already bought a Vita. Well, I suppose if you've got a Vita, you most probably have a PS3, I should say. And same with a 3DS and Wii U. So they had to do something, and they...
Well, 3DS Wii U less, but...
Well, I suppose most people I know with a 3DS or Wii U have a 3DS, say.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that way it works, I guess.
Yeah. So Vita with PS3 and 3DS with Wii U. Yeah.
Yeah. My only positive is that there's going to be a Halo TV series. Seriously, like...
That's it. Yeah,
nothing else in there really got me excited. They basically said the same things that Sony said a few weeks ago, but showed that they could do multitasking, which was quite cool, I'll admit. But it's not something that I would buy a system for. The fact that I could have one of you guys on face cam in the corner and my porn over in the right whilst I'm playing a game, right? That's not a system seller to me. But a Halo TV series, I am completely down for. Sign me up for that bad boy. If it's good.
What's the chance of it being an Xbox Live subscription only through Xbox One TV series?
That is quite high, considering that the Halo TV series they did before, Forward Unto Dawn, I think it was called, that was on Machinima, or like exclusive to Machinima, and then available on Halo Waypoint later. But that was fairly well done, and that was, I'd imagine, on less of a budget than this will be on. So
this is on Spielberg scale.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see it. I mean, a few years ago I would have said no, but I've been watching Falling Skies for the last couple of seasons, really enjoying that show, and that show works even with the borderline hammy CGI a lot of the time. So I'm excited. Sign me up. I want to see it.
All right,
nice.
There's one thing.
And that's it. That's Xbox One. Never spoken about again.
So we're all very negative about it. We're not going to... At the moment, we aren't impressed, right? That's the general feeling we have.
Well,
show me the games.
Yeah, more games.
That's what I was going to say. The games. Where were they? And why were they all what you can get on PS4, barring 2? and Halo wasn't even one of them.
Like I said, remember that we've got an E3 press conference to come in a few weeks. They're probably saving a lot of their big guns for that.
I really hope so, because that was a disappointment.
Well, I was really hoping. Actually, we'll talk about that. Actually, we will talk about E3 later on.
Okay. Well, I don't think we're talking about anything else right now. So, speaking of E3, segue. We are 20 days away from E3.
Oh Lord!
20 days. You know what time it is.
E3 predictions.
Gianni, there's no excuse now. You're here. Sing me a song. Okay,
Just
never
play
mind.
the spoons. Play the spoons on your knee. That'll do.
So yeah, same again. Dream reveal, likely reveal. I can see you wincing at me because you haven't fucking done your homework again. So I'll start with Jaime because I know he always does his homework. Jaime, dream reveal, mate.
It's quite a simple touch this week because we know we're going to get a Mario game and we know that it's coming before E3. But I'd like to see some hands-on stuff at E3. And what I'd really like to see is that the game goes back into a way of having a hub similar to the one in Mario 64. That's for me. That's the best Mario world. You're going up into the castle, having all the paintings to jump into, and I'm not asking for an identical rip-off. I'm asking for them to come up with something fresh. I don't want one of these new Super Mario Bros. Map designs where you go from level to level. I want to be able to walk around the castle again or something similar. So literally nice and simple this week. I just want my Mario game to feel
like Mario 64.
To want me involved and to get me right in there and feel like I'm
an adventure. Like, it's a bit of an adventure in between levels, if that makes sense. So you had to explore.
It added a layer, didn't it? It added something.
I actually had this conversation with Johnny the other day. If they're gonna get me to play another Mario game, it has to be something new. I loved Mario Galaxy. I loved it to bits. That is the last game that I really, really enjoyed, man, because it was like a traditional Mario game, but it added so many new things. I want them to do that again. I don't even care if it flops like Mario Sunshine did, because I still enjoyed Mario Sunshine.
I liked it as well.
I want them to move away from the new Super Mario Bros. Thing. Like, it was good, but now you've released 3 games that are exactly like it. And new Super Luigi U or whatever, that's getting a boxed release soon. So
talk about that.
Wow, there's hatred there for Luigi.
That's going to have a download for the first month, and then there will be a limited run on disc in a green Wii U case as well. So that'll only be out for about a month or 2.
You mean Xbox 360 case?
No, an Xbox One case, yeah. But yeah, Mario. Like I said, we know it's coming before E3, but I'd like there to be a lot of hands-on time with it at E3. So.
Okay, cool. And your likely reveal for this week?
It might be a bit of optimism, but I can see it's been a long time off of the radar. But where's Rainbow Six?
Patriots.
What happened to Patriots?
I don't know. That trailer looked quite good. That's the trailer where they strapped a guy with explosives and a banker and kicked him out the window, right?
Mm.
Yep. So that has been, like I said, it just disappeared. And now with these new console reveals, have they maybe just taken it back to move it up, to upgrade it, go for the next generation?
I think that's a really good call. I think that's going to happen, man. Rainbow Six, Patriots, next gen title. I can see it being released. I can see it now, actually. So I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I'm expecting to see that.
I mean, it's Ubisoft, isn't it? And they haven't really got anything now in the first-person market. Because Ghost Recon... Did they have some first-person stuff? I didn't play the latest.
Ghost Recon used to be first-person, but it's now... With the popularity of the Future Soldier stuff, it's firmly rooted in third-person.
Yeah. So that's it. There's no first-person from them, so...
Okay, cool. Johnny, dream reveal, buddy. Talk to me.
A Metroid game for the Wii U. Fully fledged, like a Metroid Prime.
Actual Metroid Prime, yeah?
Actual Metroid Prime for the Wii U, using your gamepad to scan things, because I enjoyed scanning stuff. I think it could work really well, seeing Samus in HD.
Samus Wait.
Don't let Team Ninja do it though. Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I was gonna say. Okay, well,
Yeah.
what kind of things would you like to see in a new Metroid game, man?
Well, as I said before, Super Metroid is the perfect game. So I want you to be by yourself, alone on a new planet, just exploring, getting upgrades, the usual Metroid fare.
So, like a
You wanna
proper
feel immersed.
Metroidvania style game, but first person.
Yeah, I would take Metroid Prime again. I really enjoyed Metroid Prime with they're both first person and third person aspect when you went into the morph ball.
Okay, cool.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, and I think it could work with the Wii U pad really nicely.
Sweet, dude. All right, give me a likely reveal. Something that's gonna happen.
I think we're finally going to see what's it called? Craps. The Guardians game. You know the Ico.
Oh yeah.
No,
What's it called? The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
That's it. I think we're finally going to see that at E3.
That's what I wanted.
Okay, sweet. All right. Well, Gianni,
Wait.
there's no excuse. You're right next to me. Give me your dream reveal.
My dream reveal would be Rare turning up and actually coming back with something good. When was the last time you played a good Rare game?
Right, I'm going to stop you right now. Right, You're overlapping with Jaime's dream reveal from last week. You cannot have it.
What?
Jaime's already done it. So you've got to think.
He's
of
not.
a
No.
new one.
He's not going to say Star Fox. I know what he's going to say.
Okay, cool. Go on. Carry on then.
Well, I was going to say anything from Rare. I haven't had a chance to listen to last week's one, so I apologise for that.
Oh my!
I know.
my.
Not properly.
Main cast member, and you don't even listen to it when you abandon us.
I'm sitting in your bedroom. What does that say about my internet woes?
We've got fans who listen to us in the shower, and we can't even get one who does it to listen to
And
it.
Japan, for fuck's
And
sake.
Japan, yeah.
Look, internet comes tomorrow, hopefully. So I'll catch up with every single one, I promise. But honestly,
Your internet connection's what was inside Curiosity.
That was amazing. We called it years ago. Carry on.
Anyway, yeah, I just saw the other day how you don't hear anything from Rare anymore. And remember on the N64, you used to get genuinely excited about the games they used to release. So if it was a Star Fox, yeah, brilliant. But let's face it, I mean, they had games like, what, Jet Force Gemini? That was something that just...
Was that Rare?
That was Rare.
That game was
that
good.
Rare?
Yeah. They obviously had Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie. I'd love for them to actually go back to their roots and not cock around with it anymore. And just come back with a proper Banjo-Kazooie
Yeah, less of
game.
the vehicles.
You know. Yeah, well,
Yeah, fuck nuts and bolts, man.
Yeah.
what the hell was all that about? So yeah, but again, they've been taken over by Microsoft and now they're making Kinect games. So,
And avatars. Don't forget about that. They designed all that, didn't they?
oh yeah, they're really using their imagination and stuff. And I'm actually a little bit worried that they may end up going under.
All right, well, to defend them in this regard, right? Kinect Sports and Kinect Sports 2 were actually really good games. They just weren't fun for us. Like, for what they were, like, they were probably better than Wii Sports.
Well, it may have been made well, but again, that's not what I expect from Rare. I expect like a decent platformer, a quirky game, like Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's what I want to see at E3. It's not going to happen. I want to see another one of them. Fantastic game.
I knew Conker's voice acting was fucking terrible. People love that game, but he just
Who
I
cares
can't
about the
listen
voice
to
acting?
him. I
Who
can't
cares
listen
about
to
that?
him.
What is wrong with
He's
you?
got this really weird voice.
Oh,
That's my
no.
edit.
He was a.
That's Meatwad. That's Meatwad.
That wasn't me. One go die.
That was your Meatwad impression. Come on.
Oh, okay. What's your likely reveal then, mate?
I was going to say what Johnny said, Last Guardian. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So my
Maybe we're
dream
just
reveal.
stealing from other people. That's all right, Danny.
My dream reveal is Last Guardian being announced.
Your dream reveal.
Let's face it, there's not a lot else out there, is there?
Fuck this podcast.
To be honest, I was kind of hoping that Microsoft would give us a little bit more, like maybe some sneak previews or something, or something to
Yeah.
get excited about. But when you've got
Just show
5
some
sports
games.
or 4 sports games and a racing game,
They showed some nice animation stuff and some Maya
Yeah, I saw some
models.
great rendering and some great,
Yeah, those 3D meshes were nice, man.
yeah, some great dev stuff. Yeah,
Cool.
fantastic.
And so my likely reveal, I think that we're finally going to get Final Fantasy Versus 13 is going to be announced as Final Fantasy 15.
What about Lightning Story? I'm really excited for that.
Lightning
No.
Returns.
Oh.
Why did they call it Lightning Returns? She didn't go anywhere.
Why are they doing it anyway?
The last two games were about her. She didn't go anywhere.
Final Fantasy 13-3. What the hell?
I
Square Enix, please do something else. Just let it die.
Yeah, let it die. Yeah. So, next
So,
segment.
have you seen the trailer to Batman Arkham Origins, Johnny?
Oh my god.
I have, and I loved it.
Oh my god.
Has anyone else seen that trailer yet?
About 10 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me too.
Like, just over and over again to analyze it.
Okay, and what did you take from it, Jay? Break it down for me.
Right. So, he's younger.
Help it, Gianni. I want to touch you.
What's happening?
I'm touching Gianni and he's freaking out.
I'm being raped.
Carry on, sorry.
Don't laugh. Please call
Fucking
police or
amateurs.
What is this, amateur
What
hour?
are we working with, Johnny? What are we working
Fucking
with?
animals and Gianni.
something.
Do you want some bullet points on what's going on with Arkham Origins? How about that?
Talk to me. Give me your bullet points.
Right. Roger Craig Smith is going to be voicing Batman.
Cool.
He is famous for playing Ezio, Sonic, and Chris Redfield. There you go.
Oh my god.
Ew, Sonic.
Troy Baker is taking over as the Joker.
Speeds my game. Sorry, carry on.
Did you get that bit? Troy Baker is taking over as the Joker.
Yeah, that's alright.
What do I know Troy Baker from?
Booker DeWitt.
Oh!
And Joel from The Last of Us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Dodge Peg.
It's, pre-order exclusive seems to be showing that you can get Deathstroke as a playable character.
It's going to be in a challenge room, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's going to be challenging
Yeah.
apps.
So, CBA.
I would like it to work the way Catwoman did, in that
That'd be
there's still a
nice.
story, or that it's expanded if you've got the code and it opens up a bit more as you go along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I would like.
But-
that
That
would
would
be
be
nice.
good.
Catwoman's like a kind of like an anti-hero though, and Deathstroke's just a bastard. So I'm not sure how that's going to work.
It could just be like a little self-contained story about how he got there or something. I don't know. It could be cool. Oh.
But overall, we're looking at Black Mask hiring 8 assassins to try and take out Batman, and that will include Deathstroke and Deadshot.
Like the
That's what
time
we
the
know.
Kingpin hired all those people to get Spider-Man, the Insidious 6, but Batman version. It's
The
that's
Batman
not
version with 8, yeah.
That
And then
torch, guys. Sorry, carry on.
that torch.
Yeah. Gruesome.
Oh, carry on.
This is now a Spider-Man, Fred.
How's my shot web?
Okay, and then over the weekend as well, we've had Kevin Conroy causing a bit of confusion as he was at a Comic-Con event explaining that he'd been working for the last 8 or 9 months on the new Arkham game. Obviously, that makes you think it was going to be Arkham Origins. And then at that point, I started to try and piece it together, saying, well, if Roger Craig Smith is voicing Batman, I get the idea that we're going to see a lot of, like, now, and it's going to be like an old Batman voiced by Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
And he's like, remember the time when this happened?
No,
and he tells the
seriously.
story about when he's younger. That's still going to happen.
That
No,
was my
he is
first
working-
thought as well.
But now we know that it's not. He's not in that game, right?
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was, like, let's say, as soon as he was doing that, I started to try and piece it together, and that was my thought. And that could work.
Yeah. One second.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So what I'm taking from what you're saying is, this game is going to be like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It's going to be like a bridge between the Rocksteady Arkham games then. Are Rocksteady making the next one as well?
No, this is just Warner Brothers Montreal now. So Rocksteady have dropped it at the moment. So there's nothing else that we know about. This is the only Arkham game, and then obviously the Vita and the 3DS version, which tie in with this one. And this
So-
is all Warner Brothers Montreal, and that's all we know. If Kevin Conroy is working on another Arkham game, then there's nothing about it yet.
It could be the handheld ones, no?
I mean, possibly. We don't know anything about that one yet. So
Yeah, we'll see.
it could just be that, the Arkham Blackgate stuff might lead up to the events. I said this a few weeks ago. You had Arkham Asylum starting, and there's a few characters in there that discuss the Blackgate breakout, And so obviously then with the Blackgate being the new handheld one, it might tie in better to have him involved in that because it leads straight into the events of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, because he's done his voice work early.
Blackgate itself is the other prison, right? The one that doesn't house the nutters. Well,
Yeah,
the
just
less
the
nutty
normal
nutters.
Normal thug life.
Yeah, hoodoo thugs.
So is the 3DS and the Vita game that's going to be based in Blackgate then?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Arkham Origins is that they're claiming the map is twice the size of Arkham City. And that's not going to work on a 3DS. That's too much. You'd have loading sequences after every couple of blocks, So they need to be more focused on a smaller scale. But yeah, looking at that as well, Arkham Origins, twice the size. They're going to have fast travel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see that as a selling point. I know a lot of people do, right? Oh, it's going to have a huge map. The way I see it, Arkham Asylum was probably 5 times smaller than Arkham City, but twice as good. So,
well, that's what helped Arkham Asylum to work. It had that Metroid unlocking system where you would go back through areas, but you'd have new weapons to unlock certain things or new gadgets, and it worked on a smaller scale. And that got a bit lost in Arkham City. So if they're going to go out to an even bigger scale with Arkham Origins, you've got to have less focus on unlocks, getting you into new areas, and just be more story driven.
There's just something special about that, man. Like seeing some things that are off in the environment, right? And then later in the game, picking something up like the explosive gel that can blow out those walls, and then thinking, hang on a minute, I saw these walls right back at the beginning. Like, I'm going to go back and see what's going on there. And then inadvertently finding out that, like, that is the next story segment that way. Like, there's something special about it.
Yeah, it's like they're in front of you all along, but it still flows and still feels right.
And you just can't match that with an open world game. Like, just soaring across the city, or however they're going to do it this time, it's just not the same as having something that's directed, but also like explorative in that, like, you need those items and stuff to get into those areas,
Encourage you to explore. Well, it encouraged you to explore a little bit more, because if you went around and you found somewhere you couldn't access, it's a bit what Tomb Raider, since I've been playing it, it's exactly what that does. You see a place, you can't access it just yet. So when you actually pick up the item, you're like, oh crap, I can go back, or when I get back there, I'm going to go back to that. It's the way it's done. It's done really well.
And I'm not going to lie, in Arkham City, I didn't do any of that. In the first game, I actually got quite into finding all the Riddler trophies.
Yeah, I didn't even finish.
Arkham City, I just didn't bother, really. Like,
It's too many.
Yeah, it's
overwhelming. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
before we start the next bit, I just want to say, new update on Twitter. Xbox One live TV available in US only at launch. Requires separate device.
Requires separate device.
What, TV?
So, play TV.
Yeah, I think it might be a Play TV styly.
Well, might be a Sky dish hooked
that's what it
directly
sounded
up
like.
on the outside wall.
Play TV, because that sold well.
Yeah,
I got one. I really liked it.
And it's not going to be... So when it releases in Europe, there's going to be no TV service either. So it's just...
I'm grateful, though. I'm grateful for Microsoft, because since I can't get fibre optic running through the ground and coming up into my house to provide me with a TV service, I'm really looking forward to turning to my video games console to do that for me.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even do that.
Christ.
You're going to be so disappointed. What are you going to do for TV now, Jamie? And a TV guide. And your fantasy football team.
How are you going to live without it?
Radio Times has just closed their doors for good. That's it. They're out of business.
They can't compete with Xbox TV Guide on demand.
Previews guide system. What's going to happen with that? You've got to feel sorry for those people. They design the graphics. They update it. What is going to happen?
Instead of the TV Guide section in the middle of a newspaper now as well, it's just a double-page spread of a naked Bill Gates laid across a polar bear rug. That's every day.
Money pouring everywhere.
Don't need a physical TV guide anymore. Here's Bill Gates naked.
Here's Bill Gates with your money.
So wait, what? They didn't say anything about that in the press conference that we just watched.
Well, they're not going to turn around and go, here's 50% of our content was all about TV. But you're not going to get it in Europe for God knows how long.
No, but you'd think that they would have at least shown the peripheral that you need to plug in to get that service.
Well, you mean they're going to have... your next Xbox is turning into a Transformer. Oh, no, wait. These Transformers got it all in the same box.
It's just going to have so many ports coming out of it with extra bits hanging
It's kind
off
of
of
like
it.
a fucking Frankenstein machine, man.
Oh, I was going to turn around and say like a hentai film, but never mind.
Oh,
Tentacles everywhere.
you've set Ben off, Gianni. Good luck.
Fuck.
I got something else stuck in my head.
Is it Sonic Lost World?
It's ba 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 da 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 da. Tell me about this game, Jamie.
Was that Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
See
All
what
right.
you did there.
What's
Don't
going
have
on with
the
Sonic Lost
visual-
World then,
visual
dude?
mediums. Okay. Sonic Lost World is going to be part 1 of a 3-game exclusivity with Nintendo. So that's something to touch on quickly there. Nintendo, in their recent Direct, have told us about this deal to have 3 games that will only be across Nintendo format. One of which is the Winter Olympics in Russia. One is Lost World. And the other one is unknown, but the rumours might lead it to be a Sonic racing game with Mario characters tied in or something like that. So
It's what
So-
a shit Mario
no.
Kart.
Well, why would that be a shit Mario Kart? Sonic and Sega Racing was good, man.
Yeah,
What
it is
Transformers
good.
Mario
It is
Kart would
good.
just be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, but
I mean, recent Mario Kart games have let the series down. Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart SNES are the best ones for me.
DS was best.
But
yeah.
So-
I mean, since the DS, none of the Mario Kart games have touched it. So
Do you not think that like a Mario and Sonic Racing Transformed would be an amazing game?
Yeah, I'd like to see
like that's just shitting out money already. That game,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
even talking about that idea, just the money's there.
Yeah, pull that face. I hope you do pull that
well,
face.
I don't know if it's because I spent a lot of time on the multiplayer bit, because I didn't really see what the fuss was about the DS version. But yeah, I really enjoyed the N64 one, and I know that's not going to go down well, but I really enjoyed that and the Wii version. I actually sunk so many hours with my friends playing on the Wii version because it seemed to have a good balance of tracks and the characters. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. I didn't like Double Dash. I didn't really get the whole. I mean, the one on the DS was alright, but I didn't see what the hype was about.
You said the word. You said it balanced. That game was the most balanced Mario Kart, man. No one was like a clear, like, oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? There was no benefit to be any particular character because everyone was as good as each other. The balance was pretty much perfect.
There was no odd job basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I didn't play I didn't play multiplayer on the DS one, so maybe that's why. Where all the others I have, so it could easily be that. I'm not sure.
And Double Dash, man. Double Dash was fun.
Get out of here! Double Dash was rubbish. Less
People
said
like
about
Double
that,
Dash.
better.
People didn't like Double Dash. I really enjoyed it. I had some
I
good
liked it.
times playing local multiplayer on that.
Waluigi and a paratrooper, and I was set to go.
Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Stroller for the win, man.
Toad and Toadette.
No, it says a lot
In the
that
little-
Nintendo changed their formula. They did the whole double thing, and it's not even been considered since. That says it all.
Yeah, you say that now. What if the Wii U Mario Kart is a double dash with Sonic and Mario characters?
Or Triple Dash.
Oh,
Or what's
it's gonna be wacky races with all the Mario characters and Sonic characters. But yeah.
Do you reckon you're gonna, if you're way out ahead, you can just stop and like set up a booby trap? Just twiddle your mustache.
Bowser and Bowser Jr. won't be playable. They're just there to cause havoc at the side of the track all the time. But looking at that, I want Princess Peach wearing a helmet now, like a Penelope pit stop. Proper geared out rather than just being in a
Well,
dress?
in a princess outfit.
with Wii U's DLC opportunities, I'd be surprised if there wasn't downloadable skins for them and stuff. And
That's
downloadable
true.
parts.
But we've moved away. We've moved away too far from the point. Let's reel it back in.
Oh shit, yeah.
Reel
Yeah.
it back in Jurassic Park, Sonic, or whatever you wanna. Okay.
Okay, the biggest thing I'm disappointed is that I won't get to play Sonic on my Vita, which I was looking forward to, strangely.
But if it's only a 3-game exclusive,
I suppose it will come
you could be playing
eventually.
again like by next spring. You know,
That's
so
true.
because the Olympics game is going to come out this year. The chances are Lost World will be early next year, and probably the other unknown one will be by summer next year as well. So I don't think there's going to be that long of a gap.
They've not shown any gameplay, right, of Lost World levels.
No, he said Lost World, and then all you see is
The big planet.
Tails piloting, playing with.
Yeah. So we'll see more at E3. What?
Did we lose them there for a minute?
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
Blame Gianni
Head-
for that. Fucking
Head-
disrupting things.
talking at the back of the classroom.
Slap him, Ben.
But yeah, big planet, Sonic and Tails on their little plane.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
think if Mario's moving away from Galaxy, Sonic might move into that sort of idea a bit more.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, me
Sonic
too.
has released nothing but shit for the last 10 years.
Excuse me,
It is
Sonic
shocking.
Generations was good.
Sonic
With the-
Generations was a good game.
With the exception
Yeah.
of the racing games, which were good. But no,
What?
Sonic Generations was terrible.
No, what? Get off.
It was
Get
half
off.
a game. I didn't see again. I
No,
didn't really
it
see
was
the fuss
good.
about it.
No, it was good.
It was
Look,
two
let's
games.
face it,
What?
Sonic does not translate well to
Be
3D.
grateful.
That's all it is.
Sonic,
Nope, was
look,
fine.
if they want to do well, they can keep Tails, they can keep Knuckles. But they need to realise that nobody fucking likes the rest of those things.
Sorry, Big the Cat is classic, man.
Like,
You know, I didn't play as a tall Sonic or the new style Sonic out of principle because I don't like him. I like the older fat Sonic, so I never played half the game.
Oh,
Generations was good.
I enjoyed it. I'm with you,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Virtual
that's
Five
good,
Five,
Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah, teams
I'll be around later.
Sonic Generation hate.
but yeah, no. So again, we can't even fucking speak about it. What is Sonic Lost World?
We don't know. That's all we know.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to know.
is it trying
Well,
to find
the
Sonic?
point I wanted to go through is what can it do to revive Sonic, or what can it do to sell the Wii U?
Okay. Well, for a start, it can't sell the Wii U. Sonic,
Yeah.
as a property, just doesn't have that kind of power.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah. But as a game, it could do a lot of things. Basically, have a look at the first 3 Sonic games, right? Make that game again.
I
Make that
think
game
They
again.
tried though.
No, they
I think
didn't.
I think with Sega's partnership with Nintendo, I think if Nintendo have any input on Sonic, I think that could change completely. I think they could help Sonic to become a better game if Nintendo has some involvement in making the game.
But let's say the next Mario Kart is the Sonic influenced one as well,
Yeah.
and then that people are going to go, oh, it's just another Mario Kart. Oh no, wait, what? There's all these Sonic characters, because the Mario and Sonic Olympic games have done well. They might be crap, but they've pulled in the money for them.
Yeah, Mario Sonic Kart I would like to see.
It's not
Okay.
fair. It's not fair to call them crap, man. Those games are actually perfectly playable. It's just, again, we don't like that kind of thing. But for younger ones, it's perfect.
Yeah, because we're not an overhyped like 8-year-old. No, but I think going back to the whole, I can honestly see them doing exactly what you said, Mario Kart with the Sonic characters in, because Nintendo love doing that sort of thing.
That'd be cool.
Like look at Smash Brothers, they've already got Sonic in there. They've got as many characters as they can, and that's what they can boast over the other 2 giants. They've got that whole sort of history with the characters. So I'd much prefer them to do that than to mess around with the Sega All Star, whatever you want to call it. I didn't really love those games as much as I like the Mario Kart games.
Which is kind of surprising because they're basically the same game, man.
No, they're not. They're not.
Talking about crossovers as well. Can I jump on another rumor?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
go for it.
There's word that Smash Brothers is going to feature a Dragon Ball Z character.
Oh
You
my
serious?
god, hope it's Guru.
Day 1 purchase.
Give us Guru, it's a day 1 purchase.
Neil.
Oh, what an amazing show. Who do we think it's going to be then? Are we?
Goku.
Goku or
Goku.
Team Gohan or something, but
Go Tanks.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't maybe Goku in his Super Saiyan God form from this most recent movie they released.
No,
or Trunks purple hair with his sword.
no, it'll just be standard Goku in the orange garb.
It's got to be, yeah, just the
You're
recognized
silly if you think anything
clothing.
else.
Well, maybe the God mode would be his final smash.
Yeah, that I could see.
I am quite excited now. Good
Let's
job,
hope those rumours are
Nintendo,
true.
for releasing
Yeah.
this rumor.
Did you guys ever play Super Jump Stars?
Jump Ultimate Stars for the DS.
Yeah. It's basically Smash Bros, but with loads of manga characters.
I didn't,
And Head
but
Goku.
I
It's
hear good
fantastic.
things.
I have them both. You should buy one. They're really good.
I don't think I can play it because will it work on the 3DS?
Really not.
Yeah,
no.
American DS games work on the British.
They're
3DS.
Japanese.
Oh,
it was the 3DS is only region locked when it comes to 3DS games.
Oh,
It's
is it?
fine.
Oh, so
Yes.
maybe you can.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I definitely will borrow it then, man.
They're absolutely
because I
fantastic.
still play my American Mario Kart on the 3DS.
Oh, cool.
I wish I'd have known that sooner. I got a copy of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, I think it was, from Jaime, a long time ago, thinking it was an American version. I was thinking, I'm never going to be able to play this. I'm actually going to play this now.
You never tried it?
No, I never tried it because it was American. I just assumed it would never work.
Why would you not try it
I'm
anyway?
quite excited to play it now. I never finished that game.
You fucking idiot.
Oh.
Fucking on it.
Well, there you go. Straight away, there's another game you can do. The Mario RPG series. If they're going to be getting tight with Sonic and that, why not get them involved? Do you remember the Sonic game that was developed by BioWare?
Sonic
I've got
Chronicles.
it. I
Sonic
don't like
Chronicles.
it.
Did you not?
I don't
I
like
quite enjoyed that game. I thought it was pretty fun. I could see if they made it more in the vein of the Mario and Luigi RPGs, if they combine the universes for a crossover game there, that could do really well, I think.
I'd love to see Paper Sonic and Mario.
So hang on, what we're saying is the only way Sonic can actually succeed is if they cross over with Mario.
What's already happened is Smash Bros.
It's got to be a bit of a piggyback, hasn't it, to get him kickstarted again.
But I honestly think Sonic's just going to be a bit character from now on. They've tried to revive it so many times, and the only way it's actually sold, alright, the karting games have done well, but apart from those, it's not really...
Because look at what else there's been, man. Sonic Colors was shit. Sonic and the Black Knight was shit. Sonic 06 was shit.
All right.
Sonic the Werewolf was shit. They've all been shit,
What about
man.
episode 1 and 2? Sonic 4.
Episode 1
1
and
and
2
2.
were okay. Episode 2 is a lot better than episode 1. I played them.
Yeah.
No way, they should have been a tenner each. That's the problem. with
No,
those
they
games.
shouldn't. They shouldn't. Both
They
of those
should have
games
been
together for
$3.99
$7.99 maybe.
If they
Yeah.
can't revitalise Sonic, going back to the basics, and they cocked it up with episode 1.
But they didn't do it well. There's a video that you can see online of a fan-created HD Sonic game, right? And that game looks like the game that Sonic 4 should have been.
I
Yeah.
had the demo of that.
You had the demo.
It's a PC. Yeah, it's basically Sonic 2, but completely redone in HD with really nice 3D graphics, right?
How did it play, man? Because I only saw footage.
Absolutely great. It's basically what we should have got. but
See,
we've...
that's what I was thinking when I was watching the footage. I was like, if Sonic 4 is like this, then Sonic will make a revival because this game looks amazing. But
Yeah, it basically was just Sonic 2, but completely HD, 3D, super smooth, super nice. It was a good feeling game.
Yeah, but this is the problem with Sega, right? They haven't done that. They are too busy. Well, I don't know what the hell they're doing with the franchise, but they have to rely now on Nintendo in order for Sonic to still be relevant. I honestly think if Sega went under properly and they stopped making and no one picked up the Sonic rights, I don't think he'd be missed. I honestly think that.
Sonic's got a very hardcore fan base, man. It's not. It's not as large as it used to be, but it's still there. A lot of people really love Sonic, and
I love Sonic. I'm a really big Sonic fan.
They love the other characters as well. They love
Oh, no,
Shadow.
not me.
They love Amy. They love all
You
the
sure?
characters.
No, they
Yeah,
don't. I
that
think
exists. That's the thing, man.
I think
that's-
most Sonic fans just like Sonic and Tails.
You're talking about a niche market now, and that's what Sonic's become.
Yeah, it has. It really has.
Yeah, but
Bring back the Sonic comic strips where Miles per Hour had his own detective section.
I had that.
It was
the
amazing.
animated series, why not?
Chili dogs, yo.
Chili dog.
I think that's where it started going wrong, to be honest.
Well, it became too big.
No, Sonic was talking in his TV show. I know people love that TV
Oh,
show.
hang on,
I
hang
loved
on.
that TV show. Don't get me wrong, but nope. Sonic shouldn't have spoke ever.
It's just like the Zelda.
What about
Yep.
Link? Yeah. He opens his mouth for one time,
Instant hate.
and you're just like, yeah, be a mute again. Just stop.
I liked that show.
Yeah, I liked it because it was shit.
No, I
Yeah.
genuinely liked it. I used to
It was
sit down,
awful.
get excited for new episodes coming out.
Oh.
It was before I'd ever played Zelda, though, that I watched that show. So I watched that cartoon before I ever played a Zelda game when I was a kid.
Well, excuse me, princess.
That's that's probably why I like it so much. Everyone hates it because it's not like the games, and it was literally my cherry popping Zelda experience.
No, I hate it because Link's a douche.
Oh, yeah, he's a douche.
I love it because he's a douche. He's just so shit. Who created that and went, this is good. This is good.
There was 90s cartoons for you, man, or late 80s. I don't know when it
It was part of the Super Mario show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
people who made that. But
Oh my.
I love the Mario show, by the way. That Super Mario cartoon.
The Super Mario World one.
Yeah,
with
the Super
Yoshi
Mario
and-
World cartoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cartoon.
That was fantastic. Did you see the one where they basically got fat on fast food?
No?
no.
It's fucking fantastic. They can't stop buying fast food, and they'll get really fat.
By the way, just off the record, this has got to be cut. Have we spoken about the new Link's Awakening? Link to the Past game?
Yeah,
We have.
Yeah, we have.
Johnny was speaking about it a while ago.
You were here as well. Then.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, no, I couldn't.
Don't cut it out now.
Episode
Don't.
6. Oh,
Ben,
forgive
don't cut it out.
I couldn't remember. I just wasn't sure. But
If this was like episode 106, I'd forgive retreading ground, but it's episode 6.
no, I'm not sure how far we went into it. That's the thing. I can't remember if we just sort of
Quite in
mentioned.
depth.
Yeah, Johnny was pretty in depth, man. He even
Yeah.
spoke about projecting onto walls and stuff in 2D.
We covered everything we know, but while you got Zelda there, then they're releasing the Oracle ones on the 30th of May, and there's going to be some sort of limited time offer to get them for £3.50 each.
Play them.
$3.50.
To get them
That's
£3.50 each
Is that
on the free.
just on the
store.
Wii U or 3DS as well?
It's 3DS only.
3DS only?
You're gonna have to keep me
Yeah,
updated on that.
3DS each.
They're good, guys.
Yeah,
So
I
introductory offer £3.50 each.
I own them both. I bought them from Jamie.
But I was going to say, you guys wanted to talk about Nintendo taking the YouTube advert cut
Revenue.
now. I've only
Yeah,
seen
Ben.
a little bit of this, so I'd like to know more.
And here we go. This is, after all the praise we've been giving Nintendo over the last few podcasts, they do something to make me fucking hate them and despise them.
So explain this to people in case they're not too clued up on
Okay,
it.
the way a YouTube partnership works is you're allowed to put ads on your videos, right? And you get a small amount of money every time that ad's viewed or clicked or whatever. And it's a fucking small amount of money, man. Very small. And basically, that's how a lot of these Let's Players sort of make their living or make an additional amount that justifies them spending the amount of time they do to produce quality videos,
Please pay us.
right? No, we're never going to do that, Gianni. This is for love, all right? But what Nintendo have done is they've basically put a copyright thing on all of their content. So if there's any videos by partners that are showing this content, the ad revenue doesn't go to the partner, it goes straight to Nintendo. Now, the only thing that's going to accomplish is that these big popular Let's Players aren't going to cover Nintendo's content anymore, which means that what's his name, PewDiePie, has like 7 million subscribers, right? So if he plays a Nintendo game, yeah, that's 5 or 6 million people seeing that. That's better than a TV advert, and
Yeah.
you ain't going to see that happening if they're not going to make any revenue from it. So they've basically killed one of their biggest like advertising outlets that cost them literally no money. Like, it costs them nothing, and it's such a massive like advertising option. It's just crazy.
But then again, they don't get anything for it anyway.
They get
No, they
free
get interest.
advertising, man.
Look at Minecraft. The Minecraft videos on YouTube, like everyone watches those and makes you want to buy the game. That's
Yep.
why
Yeah.
YouTube's so popular.
A Let's
That's
Play
like,
does sell a
Minecraft's
game
so
to me
popular.
more than an advert does.
Yeah,
But
because
again,
you imagine
I think-
playing that game.
I don't know. I mean, sure they're bastards for doing it, but I don't think that's a comparison you can make because Nintendo is such a global company. They don't need that. I know that sounds quite narrow-minded.
Have you seen what the Wii U's in? What kind of trouble it's in? They
Yeah.
need all they can get.
Yeah, but
Now
that
it's
was
not the
before they
time to
brought
be
this in.
picky, is it? They've got
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
let
but
the free advertising be there.
that was before they brought this in. It hasn't exactly helped them now, has it? So they
Yeah, but
might.
it's not going to help them.
In
Well, now
fact-
it can't help them.
Actually, I tell you what, it's probably they're doing this because the Wii U's been doing so badly that they have to. No, they don't have to, but that they're doing it because any revenue they can get in is going to make up for the shortfall that the Wii
No.
isn't.
But
Everybody,
this is the thing; it's
Nintendo have a
defeatist
lot of
because
money.
the revenue that would come in from the YouTube videos is a depleted amount of views versus what they were getting anyway. So the money would be less. There would be, they're not going to take as much in doing this.
But I don't know. I don't think you could really say that it's these YouTube video them doing this is going to hurt them, or they're ruining their sort of.
Oh, mate, they've killed their online credibility dead with this move, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the only content that you're going to see from online users and stuff from Nintendo now using their content is going to be people like us, like who don't make revenue from it and don't do it for that kind of thing. Look, anyone who uses any kind of quality, basically people that do this as their job, right? Who have high production values, they can spend the time they need to make their videos really good.
I can't.
It's not going to see it.
I can't accept that. I cannot accept. If you're making that higher revenue, you wouldn't just have a YouTube channel. You'll have you have a proper website. You'd have proper adverts on there. And then the only reason why you charge you'd have the partnership is because it's all linking in.
Mate,
but as you said, it's such a small amount of income.
People make a good living from YouTube. The big channels
just YouTube
are making six-figure salaries easy, man, from YouTube. So
the big channels are most likely have their own fan base that have come from their own website.
No. A lot of people just started
on YouTube. From YouTube.
Yeah. It's very lucrative for people that have the time to do that kind of thing. Like, trust me, that guy PewDiePie, man, pulling 5-6 million views a video, 8 million subscribers or 7 million subscribers or something. Like, he has done a lot, man. Say what you will about the quality of his videos or the quality of his fans. A lot of people love to bitch about that. He shows people small niche titles, gets the word out and stuff. Like, and I'm sure, like.
But Nintendo aren't a small niche. This is what I'm getting at. They're not a small niche thing. They're not like Minecraft when it was starting out.
But how long are they going to be able to sustain themselves if they're never being seen by that entire that entire online community aren't seeing Nintendo products? They're seeing Slender. They're seeing Minecraft. They're seeing these games.
I think the point we're making there, Gianni, is that these videos won't exist anymore, because if the efforts aren't, if they're not rewarded for doing them, people will stop making the adverts, and then that's one stream of advertising lost for Nintendo completely. So there would be no money to make from it.
Was it? I think it was Jim Sterling that said this from Destructoid, that he had a claim or something against him from using some trailer footage, one of the trailers that they put out.
Sega.
Was that Sega? Was it?
It was Sega because they're doing the same thing. They have the same thing going.
Yeah. So
with Sega, I can understand because their revenue stream has taken a hit recently. But
I can't understand it. I'm hoping that something's going to be done. It's going to be rescinded. I'm hoping that this is just like Nintendo's lawyers thinking that they can get away with something like this, and maybe the heads of the company will be like, no, like, don't do that. It's such a stupid idea.
Again, I think it's been blown well out of proportion. I don't get me wrong. I don't think they should do it, right? And I think every penny they probably, Jamie's right. They get more money from the adverts for people watching them and maybe going out and buying them. What you all said, but then again, as I said, if that was the case, then the Wii U probably wouldn't be doing as bad.
You need to compare viewing figures, right, for the most viewed TV shows on TV, right?
No, but
compare those viewing figures and the adverts they'll be watched in between to the top YouTube channels, right? They're comparatively the same, pretty much, right? And the YouTube channels, they're not paying them. Nintendo doesn't have to pay a penny for them, and those people are making advertising for them and getting, like, comparatively a very small amount. I bet, like, a top YouTube channel that releases a Nintendo-themed video that maybe gets 4 or 5 million views, right? That's 4 or 5 million advertisements, basically, that they've just given out for free for Nintendo, is something that on TV they would have had to pay millions for.
What's stopping Nintendo from charging all of those and then setting up their own YouTube channel? They probably already have. I'm just about to check to see how many followers they've got. Well, that's where their core business is going to come from.
Nintendo joined YouTube and set this up in February, but it's only just been taking effect.
Right.
And it's such a massive shitstorm, man. Like, their public image has just been destroyed by this in the online space.
Yeah, but my point is, though, if they make their own YouTube channel, Plus, well, if they promote their own YouTube
It's not.
channel.
It's not about the games, man. A lot of it's to do with the personalities and the actual casters themselves. People go to the Yogs cast not because they want to see Minecraft, because they want to see Simon and Lewis do their thing. You know. Same with any other channel that's out there. Like they go for the personalities, stay for the content.
But again, if
my addiction to Christopher Walken is just through the roof.
but
I don't care. I don't care what he plays. It will sell a game to me.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's a big thing, man. It's bigger than you think it is.
I don't think it's going to make, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Because by your argument, it basically Nintendo's Wii U consoles aren't going to sell now because what's been keeping them
We're
going.
not saying that. We're just
Yeah,
saying it's
they're not going to sell.
Well, it's going to
they're
make
not
no.
gonna
Well, you're
stop
saying
sales
it's going to make a noticeable hit in their sales.
Yeah.
Which is my point.
Yeah.
I can't see that happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to happen, man.
I don't think you can say that because otherwise they would have had their sales wouldn't have. By that argument, you could say their sales should have hit their targets because they've got all that exposure.
Let me
But the
raise
thing is, no,
the
to put a Mario TV on advert is going to an advert on TV. Sorry for Mario, it's going to cost them millions. But just to let people make YouTube videos costs them nothing.
Yeah, but again, they could just make the same advert and put it on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, but they've still got to pay.
Then they
someone
have to make that
it.
advert. Yeah, they have to make that
Like
advert.
the person, the Let's Players and the casters that are making these videos, Nintendo pays them nothing. They get like, if they're really big, they might maybe get, I don't know what the actual exchange rate is, an amount of money for making that video. Way less than it would have been if Nintendo would have paid somebody to make an advertisement for them. And like, I just don't see the problem. Like, I don't know why Nintendo would want to do it, man.
I don't know, I'm just trying to find a separate argument here. So I mean, I agree with your views, but I'm still just trying to find an alternative way. I don't know. But the other thing is, I'm just not convinced that it's going to make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things.
All right, let me.
Unless you had.
Let's just agree to disagree.
Well, no.
Let's see. By next week, there'll be more news about this. There'll be more going on. So we'll come back to it next
Yeah,
week.
we'll come back to this.
See how you feel next week.
Well, there was only one last thing I was going to say about it is if you had one channel that had 8 million viewers and they did solely Nintendo games, then maybe there may be an argument. But because you've got so many different other venues, there's only 2 consoles they could actually do of Nintendo's. And there's not a hell of a lot of games out for them anyway, or new games. So it's not like Sony and Microsoft, or the PC, actually even the PC, there'll be a lot of those out. And there's even bigger market. So Nintendo's market share is so low, I don't think...
I'd like to raise the point of Demon Souls and Dark Souls, right? Those games were never expected to do well, right? But through word of mouth and people sharing videos online and stuff and showing people how good those games were, they got really big. There was no advertising for Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Without that online content, those games would have failed.
Do you know what got me into it?
What?
I saw a review in IGN. I checked out The Escapist. There was a thing on The Escapist, and that was it. And all right, again, that's arguing both your point and against it because IGN reviewed. There was lots of reviews about it, so I don't think I think you should say it wasn't expected to do as well as it did. But again, before it was even released here, it had such raving reviews across the pond.
Okay, well, to take it to a completely different thing, then, how about games like Slender, games like again Minecraft, which got massive through YouTube?
But they're smaller developers. They have to do that. Indie developers have to promote their stuff like that. So
That's true.
they're not going to rein it in like that. Nintendo don't.
That's true, but like, what I'm saying is, if people are only seeing that content, right? If all they see is this new like Minecraft stuff and
how
not
about this?
Nintendo stuff, that's what kids are gonna want, man. Their favorite YouTubers are playing Slender. They're playing Minecraft. That's what they want to play, man. They're not gonna want to play Nintendo because they're not seeing their favorite YouTubers do it.
But honestly, you get a whiff of the Smash Brothers game, you're going to look it up.
Yeah, but that's me, man. Like, I already love Nintendo's work. I hate this fucking policy, and I hate their company for doing it. But I can't fault their track record on games. But that's just me. I've been a fan of theirs since I was a kid, you know?
I mean, again, it's probably arrogance again, but Smash Brothers will sell. Mario Kart will sell. A new Mario game will sell. One of the Olympic Games will sell. And that's
Yeah, but how about the stuff that's less?
So for me, like, let's say, like, The Wonderful 101, like, I'm interested, but it's going to take some Let's Plays to maybe sell it to me even further.
No, he can't get that.
Yeah. it might expand. It might cause an issue there. But yeah, let the news flood in. Let's get more of that stirring up for the week. We'll come back to it.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's a tasty debate.
I've got a question.
What?
My question is, do we have any questions? Because I haven't had any.
No,
We don't have
because
any
if I
questions?
no, because you know what they would have just been like, what the fuck is that giant brick sat up on the Microsoft conference right now? That's all they would have been.
So
Um,
Microsoft,
Why has Johnny 5 been converted into an Xbox console?
why is there a dog in COD that's dressed up?
That dog. Oh my god.
How many gold?
That dog was amazing. Okay, was there anything else anyone wanted to go through?
Just do your butt plugs. Just do your butt plugs now.
What? YouTube.
We might be wrong about the achievements, by the way.
Yeah, we might want to patch this actually. Wait, okay. Well,
Right.
one new thing has come through.
Basically, Game Informer have just said your achievements will transfer to Xbox One, can be added post-release. So it suggests that they are gonna. I think it was just the way it's portrayed at the conference is that alongside the existing achievement system, they're gonna have almost like a social one.
Yeah.
I said this years ago, though. I said that it would work if you had an offline achievement record and an online achievement record.
Yeah.
Because gamers like me who don't play online, and then games that have half of their achievements dedicated to online stuff, you just kind of lost out a bit there.
Mm.
Well, that definitely looks to be what's going
Something
on there. I mean,
yeah.
just the fact that they've confirmed that your achievements will cross over makes me think that there is going to be your traditional achievements as well, supplemented by this new style of social achievement. Or maybe that social achievement will increase via like a cumulative number of the other achievements that you've got. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like the in-game mixed with the, with the actual game developers setting it out that way first. So,
Yeah.
I mean, am I right in thinking something like Call of Duty traditionally just has offline achievements for the full 1,000?
that's the way it used to be. I don't think it's that
Yeah.
way anymore.
Well, there's
But let's take that as an example then, 1,000 G of offline, and then your online achievement, in a sense, was your XP for your multiplayer and so on, building up.
Yeah.
But now they're going to kind of cross-brand and merge it anyway.
Well, that's pretty much what they've said. This is direct from Microsoft. They said, we find a pattern where a user will purchase a game, they'll play a game, maxed out all the achievements within 3 to 4 weeks, but they're still playing the game 6 months later. So basically, it's to try and reel in those achievement hauls to keep playing, rather than go, right, I've maxed it out, on to the next game. So yeah, you're right, with Call of Duty or something, the amount of hours people put on the multiplayer, they're just catering to that and then try and hook people even more.
Yeah.
In a backwards way, it's almost like another carrot on the stick to keep people away from trading in. So
Yeah.
Can't trade in though.
well, like I don't think the trading in thing is going to be completely gone, but I do think that you'll see the pre-owned market reflect in the fact that there's going to be an £8 or $10 payout that you have to do on every pre-owned title. So you'll be buying an Xbox One game for what, £55, I'd imagine, £50, and then you'll look at trading it in maybe for 15, like that day, like rather than the 25 that you'd usually get, I think. So the pre-owned market's still going to exist. It's just not going to be anywhere near as lucrative as it was.
No. We shall see.
Cool. Well,
We nowhere near as Lucasade.
Johnny, I know you've got some stuff that you want to plug.
Gianni.
He's at my house. Stay away.
Told you, butt plugs. Yeah.
YouTube, there's going to be some more Borderlands footage. Borderlands 2 Let's Play with me, you, Nick, and Tom. And I'm also halfway through making the Ragnarok Online 2 video.
The Ragnarok
It's gonna be-
Online 2 video.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, this video, we took a lot of time painstakingly crafting it for you
There's
to
a lot of
show you
detail.
to show you
What the
you
game's
can
like.
look to experience in the game. Really,
So yeah, look forward to that, guys.
it's cool. It's cool. Jamie, is there anything you wanted to plug this week, mate?
I don't make videos, Ben.
No,
I'm not
but
as
you might
cool
wanna
as you
plug
guys.
something.
Do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to come round to yours so you can record me playing, and we'll do Shadow of the Colossus. Something like that.
Oh, I want to see that.
Does that sound interesting?
Would
Make that
love
happen.
to play Shadow of the Colossus with you. I think that's something we should do. You can play it. I'll watch you play it and love
play-
every fucking second of it.
We'll
Make
play
that
Hide the
happen.
Colossus.
That would be amazing.
But other than that, really then I'm going to try and finish Super Metroid, get that out of the way. Friday this week is the Donkey Kong Country Returns for the 3DS, so I've got my pre-order down. I'm ready for that one. And I've also pre-ordered The Last of Us.
Fantastic.
Yes, June 14th.
Nice, bro.
Oh, excited by.
That
which is
gonna be amazing.
also my wife's birthday that day, and the release of Animal Crossing, so there's a lot going on.
Coincidence?
Wait, Animal Crossing and The Last of Us? I hope she knows
Um,
she's getting shunned. Right?
Well, she's got her own copy of Animal Crossing coming, and I've got one as well, so...
Awesome.
And a strategically placed week off work, so that all falls together.
Well played, man. Well played.
Good stuff.
It's
Proud of
almost like I planned it.
Is there anything you wanted to plug, Gianni?
Well, it's best just to let everybody know we've actually got back into the 21st century, and now we've got our own Twitter feed. So, if for those of you who want to follow us, we're on GSC_games, where we'll be updating with our YouTube footage, and it's just follow us, please.
Let's have some polls.
Gianni was very keen to set this up. I've told him that he's in charge of it. So if there's anything that gets fucked up on there, there's a good chance it was Gianni that did it.
God, not another football tweet.
Oh,
bearing in
yeah.
mind, I won't be uploading any videos because I don't have, I don't make any videos like Jaime does, yet. So yeah, I'd say it'd be either you or Johnny that would probably be updating it most.
Well-
I might come up with try it and be hilarious at a tweet and fail, but yeah.
That's alright.
Again,
just blame me.
if you get a reply from the official account, there'll be a tag saying who was speaking to you anyway. So
Yeah.
But speaking of Twitter, then
Questions on there.
if you want to send us direct questions for the podcast, I mean it'd probably be easier just to send it to the GSC account. But if you do, you can reach me at xwgxlauchi. You can reach Johnny at
JIYONI underscore death. DESU.
You can reach Jamie at
Jamie_Connolly, as it is.
Sweet, and you can reach Gianni.
At G5PAG.
Awesome stuff.
Can I one thing, just something that's come through now before we break off from this because it's going to be too late next week. Since the Microsoft reveal that we've just had a couple of hours ago, Sony's stock has risen 9.11%.
Are you serious?
Right, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.